Welcome to Oops All Segments, the very best podcast hitting your eardrums at this very moment. I'm Kevin.
I'm Thomas, and today we do not have a special guest.
No, we're guestless. We're going raw. We're raw dogging the internet. We're in a panic.
I have not felt that I've had enough space to express myself for the past year and change.
Okay. We've done an hour at least every week of this show coming out.
I've done 20 minutes because there's been you and there's been at least one other person every fucking time.
Yeah. And you get really upset when we have guests like the Hill Kings on as well, because then there's like two people.
Well, yeah, because one of them can't remember my fucking name. And I don't know which one.
Yeah, I get it. You get them confused all the time. Todd and Jen
Chris
or whatever.
Some shit. Yeah.
That is his name. That is 1-0. Also, before we started recording, you talked about the garbage truck outside your house being potentially brought in, and it hadn't come through at all. And then as soon as we started, I just heard boop, boop.
Well, fortunately for you, listener, that was the sound of it driving away. It is now gone. So the rest of this episode should be clean and smooth.
Much like my new haircut.
Yeah. You're going to want to see the video to see Kevin clean as a fucking whistle.
Woohoo!
The reason we're a day late is due to a number of factors, but I have been in England for about 10 days for a wedding. Yeah,
you've been gone. A 10-day wedding. That's
the jolly old England.
Jolly old England. You did the traditional.
Kevin's secret homeland. He doesn't like to tell people this, but this is where he hails from.
White people. That's right, baby. Yeah, that's where my mom is from. Our biggest fan. What was the highlight of the trip?
Ooh, I had there's incredible Indian food in England, and I actually only ate it once, which I regret.
White people.
That's right. And I went to a place called Mother India in Edinburgh, which did a tapas style Indian food, cool. So small plates, and Kim and I got a meal there, and it was truly divine. I almost didn't get a second one just because I was like, that was so perfect. I don't need another one that might disappoint.
You didn't want to sully it.
Yeah. Climbed Arthur's Seat, which is a big kind of rocky formation in Edinburgh. Nice. I did that once about 10 years ago in an Imps hoodie, which was my improv group back in grad school. And then I climbed it again with a different Imps hoodie this time. So it's kind of a nice
different Imps hoodie? I thought it was the same one.
It was a slightly different Imps hoodie, which I'm wearing now. You can see the little logo there.
So that's sort of been up Arthur's ass, as it were.
Yeah, Arthur and I, we hadn't talked much, as it were, but turns out, the booty call was still available.
The booty call is coming from inside the house. Is that something?
Yeah, the Astro Crag with 2 S's. Climbed that shit. Shoved my dick in a big rock formation. Shoved my dick in a rock formation is what I said.
Jesus.
So that was a highlight. We went to Bath. Went to a thermal spa in Bath.
What was the draw of Bath? I mean, and that's also, come on. You went to a thermal spa in Bath. I mean,
well, Bath is named for the Roman baths, 2,000 years old. The naturally warm mineral springs. Yes. So it's sort of a tourist destination in the UK, but it's also like this really old city where the Romans once were and has been replaced. There's like a historic walk, which we did not do, but I've done in the past, where you can see the traditional Roman bath area. And then there's all these nice old buildings, and we went to like a thermal spa and did the hot cold treatment.
Amazing.
There was one room in there which was sort of a space relaxation room where you lie on a weird kind of curvy, hard chair, and you just watch a video of space, and there's like stars on the walls. And it's one of those videos where after like 4 minutes, it says like space 4K.mp4 in the top left corner, which is not the most relaxing thing to see a file name as the loop.
At least edit the file name, right? At least edit it so that it's not like you're not thinking about the resolution.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah. No, but Bath was, I think that was probably Kim's favorite part. I also was there for a wedding. Our second ever guest, Freddie Clayton, and our first ever guest, Josie Peters, were two people that I saw on this trip. Kim and I stayed with Josie in Oxford, which was nice. Got to show her the old haunts. And then Freddie got married, and a lot of funny things.
Did he also get
fingered?
Yeah.
Hello, Daddy. I would like some bangers. That's what they call it over there.
Daddy, would you like some bangers?
Yeah, his wedding was really nice. One thing that was humiliating at his stag do, his friends pranked him. His nickname is Clag, so they pranked him by getting him to do a 5K park run in giant wooden clogs. So he had to run in these big wooden clogs. He fortunately had a number of pairs of socks to help them to fit. And I was like, this is going to be so funny. We're going to watch him struggle. And like the adrenaline just kicked in. He like ran full speed. He did hurt himself, but he was so fast. I couldn't even keep up to laugh at him. Like I've never run a 5. I don't know if you've done I've never done a 5K before.
No. Yeah,
I was impressed.
Thank you for speculating and not assuming, which I know you easily could have. So
but I did finish it, but I wasn't able to enjoy the humor of it because he was so far ahead of me. I didn't see or hear him. I know when he was running on the pavement, it was really loud, and so people kept being like, "That guy's wearing clogs," and like they were all enjoying that. So that was a fun highlight.
Do clogs have grip?
I don't think so. Yeah, they were pretty slippy. They were kind of cool clogs.
That's cool. That sounds like a really nice time.
Anyway, so that was my big trip. I am jet lagged. I have to go back to work tomorrow, so I'm nervous about being a little sleepy on the pod. That's probably why I wasn't as charming in the intro as I normally am, but I did my best.
Pretty sure at the start of last intro you were also totally like unenthused and kind of in a shit mood.
I've been in a bit of a funk.
I don't know who. Your face is somehow morphed into something I don't recognize, which is fascinating.
You really show my bottom teeth. You can see that they are not. They're not even. They sort of have mangled over time.
How do you eat that is causing?
So when I see a dog that I like, I stick out my underbite, kind of like this, and I do a little like that's sort of my I'm excited face when I see a little doggy, and I wonder if that has shifted the position of my teeth.
How often are you seeing dogs you like?
Every dog I shoot out so I kind of.
You don't have one though, right? Like you don't.
But you'll see them on the train or a little cafe. People have a dog outside, and I just go and sometimes even with Kim, if she does something charming, I'll stick my jaw out to show her a little affection.
And if you're doing sort of doggy style,
style as it were, yes, then what happens then?
Don't. It was there. It was the top. What are you? What the fuck?
What would be an amusing thing to do during that position? Let's brainstorm here.
No, we haven't. We know what it is.
And then and I
there's nothing new with me except that I cut all my hair off.
Kevin looks different.
I look vastly different.
Do you get treated different at your place of business now that you look a bit more managerial, a little cleaned up?
Yeah, I mean, people respect me a lot more now. I have been noticing I've been getting ogled a little more. But that might just be my not at work. But that might just be my confidence. Confidence.
So you are feeling more confident with the haircut.
I like having the longer hair. It did get to, I needed a haircut regardless. Like it just needed to be cleaned up. So I might just be living in post haircut. At like post haircut week, I never feel better than like walking around post haircut week. And so it was only a couple of days ago that I got the haircut. So but I did get it cut, and then I saw.
And you've noticed yourself getting ogled more in the last 3 days. What is happening?
There's a cashier at one of the places I pick up a lot of our supplies for the restaurant, and this cashier, English is not their first language. And once, many months ago, I came in and I was asking them. I think I was just like I have talked to them before, and they seem nice and friendly, but I don't like to assume someone's flirting with me. But then I asked them how their day was going, and they said like, it's always a beautiful day when I get to see you, essentially.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I'm not sure. And the way they said it, it was like a little, this might be that they're just they only have a certain collection of phrases to give me as a complimentary.
That's the Duolingo sentence that they knew.
Yeah. So I don't want to read too much into it. And and also it doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, what am I going to do? Right. So I'm like, cool. And whatever. And that was quite a while.
Was it a beautiful day? Was it like dark and stormy outside?
It was the winter, and it's Winnipeg, so it wasn't that beautiful, right? It couldn't have been that beautiful of a day.
It's still winter right now?
No, it was when this happened. When she said that to me, it was
3 days ago. Oh no, this was before haircut. Okay,
this was before haircut. So then, post haircut, the other day I go in there, and I'm cashing out, and I have AirPods in. I'm listening, because there's so many horrible things going on in the world that I thought it would be a good idea to listen to Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein debate each other and scream each other for 4 hours.
Just two masters of the game. Just to hear those, just finally like a conversation between true intellectuals, and to get both sides of such a nuanced issue.
It really gave me. I actually am a big Hassan fan. I like Hassan.
I like Hassan too. But,
but it was a real. Did like you tune
H3? No, I did not tune in. I had self-respect.
It was fucking horrible. But anyway, that was playing in my ears while I was talking to her. So but I had turned it like I turn it off when I'm talking to I'm cashing out or whatever. But I'm paying and I'm finished, and I finish paying, and I look up and I catch her just fully staring at me without we like lock eyes for a second, and then I'm like, all good? And then she's like, yes. And I was like, like she like fully like I don't know. It was pretty. So that
she was listening to her own podcast.
Yeah, that's why she wasn't sort of thinking about how much
sort of the Jordan Peterson, Norman Finkelstein
she was listening
debate.
To the Content Cop from iDubbbz about Ethan Klein, and so
listening to Norman Finkelstein debate. Someone. God, the internet's so cool. I'm glad that these are the guys that we have to point us in the right direction and sort of solve the issues of the day. And
hey, now that we've talked about them on the show, maybe we'll get like extra traction on.
Oh yeah, almost certainly.
Yeah, we should say Hassan.
Yeah.
And Ethan Klein a bunch of times, and then we'll get more sort of we'll get some anti-Zionists in here, and we'll get some Zionists in here, and we'll get
them all together, and maybe have a beer together. See, we're not.
Can we all just have a Miller Lite?
Can we all share a brew dog?
A little 6-pack.
Look,
I don't drink.
I do. And now it's time to spin the wheel and begin with a warm-up segment. Here we go. Yeah. Internet history. Participants must reveal a now embarrassing comedy video that they once were fans of in the early days of the internet. So I'm trying to think of, put myself way back. What are some of those cringy early internet, like?
The first one that comes to my mind is the Derek Comedy Spelling Bee one.
I still think
that's offensive, though. I don't really think it's offensive.
It's sort of offensive in that they use offensive language, but it's not like hateful exactly. Yeah. But it was a different era where you could more openly use slurs for comedy, and it kind of was shock value. I mean, one that I still love is Cake Farts, which I regret not showing at Freddie's bachelor party. But I
showed it at Freddie's bachelor party?
I did not show it. We were outside the whole day. I didn't exactly have a computer access, but That's like one of those early shock videos that I've retained my love for to this day. I mean, it's definitely embarrassing, but I think it's a perfect sketch. It builds, it heightens, it pays off.
It is perfect. Yeah. No, it is perfect. I think oh man. The other thing that this makes me think of immediately is your 300 animation.
Oh yeah. You always like to bring those things up, don't you? Yeah.
Well, it was just things that you made that are highly offensive from back in the day.
Yeah, I have plenty of those, which we're not going to reveal on this show.
No, we won't reveal them on the show.
Yeah, we had a fun take, as it were, on 300, a sort of a skew view on what if things were a little bit different in that film. How would that have looked? My very first animation was called Cannon, Extreme Cannon. It got uploaded on Newgrounds. I could maybe find and show that, but I'm not sure if it's still even playable in the form that it was in.
I wonder if any of those, like there's like stuff from like
how big,
like those guys.
Stick animation. I still kind of like those. I mean, I'm trying to think like what just isn't funny anymore. Like it was funny because like.
It's got to be like something that's just explicitly racist or homophobic or like misogynistic or something, right?
No,
like,
but that's almost too easy. I more mean like where just your humor has changed, like this kind of like because there was that early like random like internet like
sort
kind
of everything
dumb,
that spurred out of
like
Anchorman improv movie style, like
what was that one like? Pretty Nice Earth, you might say. Wrong. That was like a big video for a while.
Yeah, like End of Z World.
Yeah, End of Z World. I bet that would be kind of funny to. Let's
pull up.
How long is End of Z World? I wonder if that would still. It's a minute 33.
I think we can dedicate
let's
a minute
watch
33
that.
to
I
potentially
feel like
getting a copyright strike. Yeah.
This is gonna be okay. Let me share my screen here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the Earth. Chilling. Damn, that is a sweet Earth, you might say. Round. All right. Ruling out the ice caps melting, meteors becoming crashed into us, the ozone layer leaving, and the sun exploding. We're definitely going to blow ourselves up. Okay. So basically,
so nothing has made me laugh yet.
It's not like that bad. Like I think it got a lot of points just from the guy has a different way of talking.
Right.
Like,
he sort of has. Honestly, this guy might be Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, it has that like funny, just like the words are different. The ozone layer leaving is a good timestamp because we kind of dealt with the ozone layer. Like climate is still an issue, but the ozone layer issue was of that era, and we sort of solved it, I believe.
Did we solve it, or did we eradicate the ozone layer entirely?
No, we found some. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
I mean, I believe you. I trust you to have more information.
I believe that. Through some scientific innovations, we kind of like were able to repair, which is why you don't hear about holes in the ozone anymore. But now it's much more about carbon emissions and other forms of destruction.
And just out of curiosity, do you know how to get? Like, I am struggling to find out how to get Kara to the ozone.
Yeah, get her to the ozone. So you're gonna want to. Whatever happens after I start doggy style, if we could just think of what that is, that'll get you to the ozone.
Yeah, right. Yeah, underbite of it all.
Yeah. So I don't know. This video is not that bad. Oh, here comes George Bush. Let's see what happens.
We've got China, France, India, Israel, Pakistan, Russia, the UK, and us with nukes. We've got about 2,600 more than anybody else.
So this guy is claiming to be American, us. So maybe he's just putting on a fake voice for the comedy of it all.
Does Canada not have any nukes?
I don't think so. Do you?
That sucks. I mean, I don't know. Let me ask
Google.
Google.
Kind of surprising.
Does Canada have nukes? Oh, I guess I'll say nuclear weapons because that feels... No, says AI overview. Canada does not have nuclear weapons, says building a safer world.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess you should start developing them now that you're under threat from a nuclear power.
Yeah.
It's probably for the best to have your own to kind of...
I'm going to develop a content nuke on you.
Yeah, I kind of think this video is good.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Let's watch a bit more of End of the World here.
Whatever. Anyway, one day we decide those Chinese sons of a bitches are going down. So we launch a nuke at China. While it's on its way, China's like, shit, who the fuck is shooting us? Oh well, fire missiles. Then France is like, shit, guys, we got the missiles, they are coming, fire.
Oh, see, he said the cigarettes because he's French.
Yeah,
because the missiles are coming
out, and it's actually missiles is what he meant.
It's interesting that he some armpit hair on the women here.
Yeah,
his depiction of Chinese people somehow bereft of accent work. But
yeah, I guess he didn't feel comfortable doing that. I guess it's interesting that, yeah, again, a classic video, but still the kind of America versus China narrative was underway at that time. It's been.
I'm going to argue that this video radicalized Trump.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the missiles are coming, fire our shit. But then let's have.
Oh, okay, that's a cringe thing from the past. The that became such a meme of like, le hungry, le tired. I don't know if this originated it, but that I feel like does not.
I think it popularized it at least.
And it was those Rage comics did it a lot.
I was going to say, speaking of radicalizing Trump, it's like Pepe Frog.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of that early Reddit meme stuff became weirdly right wing.
4chan yeah.
Let's see how this ends.
Well, have a nap. Then fire the missiles. Meanwhile, Australia is down there like, WCF, mate. India, Israel, and Pakistan launched their shit, so now we've got missiles flying everywhere, passing each other. Russia's like, motherland! Then England's like, about that time, chaps?
I'm on the line. I don't know what that joke means, but that one is another line that's like burnt into my memory. That was like a big, I'm on the line. Like, yeah.
I thought he said, motherland.
Oh, probably he did, but I've always remembered it as I'm on the line, which is what
that happened in the video. And also I didn't think that was a Russian. I think that it looked like
looked like Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, right? I was going to say it didn't look like. They said it was Russia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like Saddam Hussein. I mean,
yeah. Well, funny, England's here. I was just there. This is how I remember.
Is this how it looks? Yeah.
Is he walking a rock on a leash there? What is this guy doing on the right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Righto. So now the US is like, fuck, we're dumbasses. Canada's like, what's going on?
That's you, man.
What's going on, eh?
What's going on, eh? He's got his foot was chopped off playing hockey.
Oh, I see. Somehow.
Maybe by another ice
What's
skate.
happening with his head? Is that just his helmet?
Looks like he has a little chef's hat on.
Yeah. What the fuck? Is that me?
This might be you, actually. This guy looks like it. Actually, I'm getting lost in his new haircut. I can't stop.
My fucking leg, dude! My fucking leg is fucked right now. I can't believe it. It's fucking chopped right off.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that.
What's going on, eh?
Oh my god, he's like the guy. He's just like the guy in the fucking video. I guess some stereotypes are kind of low-key accurate.
You meant the Saddam
Kevin
Hussein
can't help himself. He sounds just like the guy with no foot. All right, let's see how this ends.
On A, Australia is still like, WTF. Mars is laughing at us, and some huge meteor is like, well, fuck that. So now we've got nuclear winter. Everyone's dead except Australia, and they're still like, WTF.
So this is
but
like
they'll be dead soon.
Joke.
Fucking pain.
What?
So this is the anchor joke, right? WTF, mate.
He returns to the WTF in an Australian accent a few times, sort of suggesting they're going to outlive us all.
Mm-hmm. And yet, well, yeah, I mean, now he's sort of said they're going to die anyway. So.
Yeah. He said, oh, never mind. We got 10 more seconds. I just want to see the finale here.
Kangaroos. But assuming we don't blow ourselves up, us Californians just have to worry about California breaking off from the United States to go hang with Hawaii. Alaska can come too. The end.
I mean, it is kind of fascinating because it sort of sucks.
Yeah.
But it really was like the biggest video in the world.
It was
like,
humongous.
Everybody loved that video. It crushed. And maybe
is it just like weird voices? And it must have just been like, do you remember like the type of humor. Do you remember what was it called? Like the my spoon is too big. My spoon is too big. I am a banana. No, the like redacted cartoons or something they were called. They're like that's not what it was.
I'm not sure if I said there was Homestar Runner, which was a big one.
Yeah, that's another
like,
kind of. It's like LOL random.
Yeah.
Like just that this person put their, you know what this stuff kind of is? It's sort of anti-cringe culture, right? Like it's like pre-cringe because I have a big problem with like cringe culture and like showcasing things in a way, which is weird because like I don't think that like something like Nathan Fielder is doing that, who I think is great. I think that there's like people trying something can be like showcased as being like sad and pathetic, and I don't like that. That's always kind of bothered me. But I think that like this is sort of like this guy just made a stupid animation, did dumb shit with his voice, and put it on the internet. If you release that now, it would be 12 views on TikTok or whatever, and you'd be called like the F slur by some 12-year-old. And like
I mean I also wonder if like at the time, I mean, there was just all this randomness, but it was also like because the internet was relatively new, suddenly you would see types of comedy that you wouldn't see like in live comedy or on TV. It would be like, this is just a brand new style. It's like, it's sketchy, it's poorly drawn, it feels kind of thrown together, and that's funny because it's just so different from everything else that we would have been shown at that point.
Humor. And like, like it's just, it is so fundamentally different. Flash animation as a style of like content was pretty new. I mean, what was our other reference points? Like Sticking Around, Ed, and Eddie. Like, you know, like what else felt like even close to that? No, I don't think anything. So yeah.
Do you think that video was better than That's What She Said, the film that I made kind of in this era, in roughly the same.
And genuinely, I think That's What She Said is better, right? Like it is. It is better. It's explicitly more funny. Like there's a genuine like promise made and then fulfilled in a certain way that is also subversive. Whereas with this, it's just there's no promise made, so there's nothing, there's no expectation established, so there's nothing to be. It's just a guy saying random shit. There's no payoff to what's happening here. Whereas you saying I can't fit my nuts in, or whatever it is that you were saying.
You're right. It was really good. Wait, I feel like I must have shown this, but did I ever show worst hit in the balls ever on the show?
Oh, I don't know.
That's why, like, I'll just show it again anyway. I did this in 2008. It was uploaded. It has 70,000 views. Again, this is just the time that we lived in then.
Yeah.
Sort of a unique.
You and I have had like two. Oh man, I just thought of the perfect thing for us to react to if I can find it, and it's not going to be good.
No.
But yeah, you work on bringing this
I'm
up.
Really nervous. Okay, I'll pull this up.
I gotta find it though.
You're gonna need the video for this one, but you can see me in a yellow hoodie. I'm gonna hang myself legs open over a swing set and then drop. So let's watch this.
15 seconds.
We have 15 seconds of time on our phones to record video at 2008.
Oh! God damn.
And it's important to know that I did this because my friend Zeph, former guest of the pod, had gotten a laugh
on the show.
What?
Zeph has never been on the show.
Oh, well, we want him to be on. Anyway, he will be one day. But he hurt himself by accident. And then a bunch of people laughed because he hurt himself. And I was so insecure, I think, that I was like, well, I should just deliberately hurt myself to get an even bigger laugh. So I believe that's why I came up with the idea that I was so sort of pathetic. I couldn't handle, like, everyone's laughing at my friend who got hurt. I have to somehow be the one. Pretty pathetic. But that's what life was like then. Kevin, have you found our are deeply shameful.
Here's what I think we should do. It doesn't include you. This is something that I made in 18 years ago. And I think we should take a break and we should come back and revisit this if we want to do it. And you can tell me if this is a good idea or not. This video is 5 minutes long. It's a sketch that I made with my friends, and it's called That Reality Show. And it's a fake reality show, and it's that reality show where an emo kid, a gangster, and a skater punk all live together in a house. This was the premise of the show. It sucks. It's not good. It's not good at all. It has also had 20,000 views.
Hell yeah.
I took it.
Sounds
it's
like
now private.
Connor O'Malley would make.
I'm pretty sure there are canceled jokes in here. I think that there is.
And you're willing to.
I'm pretty sure that the most offensive thing my character does is like express homophobia.
Sure.
And I think there's a joke about the emo kid cutting his wrists.
Yeah, that was a big one at the time for sure. That it's funny that they cut themselves.
Yeah.
Self-harm and all that. Well, 5 minutes, that could be the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Us really deep diving into this. And you're going to find out whether we did it right after this.
Oh, man.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, Caitlin. We're the co-hosts of a little podcast called Gimme That D.
Did that get your attention?
It's a Disney Channel original movie breakdown podcast.
We are breaking down all of your favorite childhood movies that aired on the Disney Channel from 96 to 06, the golden age of cinema.
Duh. We are two F-list comedians with a lot of A-list comedian friends, and together we break down and celebrate these absolutely batshit crazy films.
So we're talking aloof parents,
inexplicable plots,
bold cuts responsible for sexual awakenings the world over.
And we ask the hard-hitting journalistic questions like, what the fuck is this?
And could we have maybe taken a second pass at that script?
But we love them.
Oh, God, yes.
So listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.
To stay in the know of what movie we're covering each week and who our guest is, follow us on Instagram at GMTDpod.
Yeah, but for real, do it.
Well, are we doing it? We definitely don't have to.
We're doing it.
Okay. If it's terrible, this is what happens when we don't have a guest.
Yeah. We have to use our own memories to fashion.
Oh, God. Sorry, I started. So, folks at home, we'll try and kind of talk you through some of the beats here a little bit, but you'll also, hopefully it was preserved as sort of an audiobook of itself as well.
Yeah.
Don't try to find this video. It's private. This part of the episode, I guess, might get cut. We'll see how this goes.
It's a pretty good chance that you're not seeing this.
But I am standing in my front. This was filmed in an old house that I used to live in. And I'm standing in front of the door wearing a leather jacket. I play two characters in this sketch.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Hi, folks, and welcome to That Reality Show where an emo kid, a gangster, and a skater punk all live together in a house. I'm your host, Dickie McDeck.
Okay. So right off the fucking rip. Yeah. Terrible name.
Dickie. Fine. That part I got no problem with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now the surname.
Yeah. It's sort of three slurs, right? It's sort of it's offensive to the Irish. And then it's offensive to the lesbian community sort of twice over, as it were.
I had assumed you were referring to, a kind of flood prevention device. But thank you for clarifying that it was a slur.
And just to be clear, it's 2025. 18 years ago puts us where?
This was made in 2025, just to be clear.
Is it, how long ago is this? 2025 minus 18 is 2007. Yeah. So I think I'm 16 years old when we make this.
Pre-Obama.
And don't worry about this show having all those product placements you guys all hate.
Oh, God.
We're a good show.
And then he drinks from a nearly empty 2-liter
You
bottle.
guys had been sharing that a lot. Or maybe it took you many takes to get that one. You gotta try it a few more times, and I keep drinking real Coke.
This Coke is really good.
Okay.
I think I hear.
So also selling the.
Little too much extra sauce on that one. We got it, I think, visually.
Yeah.
But just in case we didn't,
The
I
best,
also just think this is such a classic idea for a teenager to do a fake reality show of like, it's just sort of like everyone has a period where they're like, the funniest thing I can do is make my own talk to the camera sketch.
Yeah, the testimonials and also I love that in these shots the most highlighted thing is the fucking the humidity odometer or whatever the fuck it's called that's like by the door.
Yeah,
thermostat and like
Our first guest coming up the road.
Sorry,
cloaked in shadow.
Yeah,
the wall is crystal clear.
Couldn't be less lit.
I think here comes the skater punk.
Hard cut there as well. Hard cut.
I thought you were the skater punk coming playing.
No.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm thinking exactly. Nice to meet you.
That's my friend Derek. Derek shakes the hand. He I don't think Derek wanted to be in this video at all.
His posture would suggest, he did not want to come in.
I don't think Derek
really,
I think something that's important to remember during all of this is that I'm the only one who really wants to do any of this stuff. My friends are not that keen on being involved in this.
I was also that one in my friend group who just made everyone else do it.
At least we found each other.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the volume on. Why is the fucking door opening so loud?
Got a lav mic just nestled in the door jamb there.
Hi there, welcome to the show. I'm Ziggy McDyke. Hi, Ryan. Hey, Derek. Right.
So now that's Ryan. Ryan is a dear friend. Ryan also didn't want to be in the sketch, I'm pretty sure.
No.
The other thing about this is Ryan plays the emo kid in the sketch. Ryan was legitimately an emo kid, I think, more or less. And the main thing that happened after this sketch came out was that everybody talked about how hot Ryan was.
What?
That was a huge
breakout star.
Yeah, in 2007. So now you see, we've got to introduce the gangster next, of course.
Yeah. Well, I want to briefly, Derek, who didn't seem to want to be there, came back into the shot to shake hands with the emo kid for some reason, which was a fun little "I'm still here" moment. To show that they're all kind of happy to get to know each other.
Well, and I think part of it was that we were trying to sell that the emo kid would not shake anybody's hands.
I see.
He was too emo to do that.
Yeah.
Hi, yo, what's happening, man?
Uh-oh. Okay. So I forgot about this part, is that I also have... Maybe we can't watch this. I forgot about how I talk in this video. And immediately, as I came in the door and said, "Hey, yo, what's happening, man?" I realized that
that's you?
Yeah, man! That's
wait,
me.
but you're also at the door. How did you pull off this magic trick?
Well, you see, Ryan and I have similar body types. And so Ryan is never going to face the camera while he opens the door. Let's see if I really do have to stop this.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Dickie McDyke. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm Kevin Francis Connor. My buddies call me KFC, yo.
All right, so I don't... I don't think I can keep showing this.
Seem to be using a slightly different vernacular in this character. You go by KC, and I can't help but wonder.
Fucking
yeah.
I think I have to stop it.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I don't think I can
close the video there. So that's our segment, Internet History. Hope you enjoyed that.
It's 5 minutes.
Just a nice little blast from the past, a glimpse into what was. And what will be.
No, what will be.
In 10 years, in 15 years, maybe people will look at this and find it cringy. It's hard to imagine, but this might not always be the comedy success that it is today.
This may not age well, you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know. My joke about shoving my dick in a rock formation might not actually land in 2038.
Sword into my bone. Oh my God,
Kevin! Thank you for throwing yourself on the sword as always. It's a true treat to just watch you.
I forgot. So I could not. I forgot about the voice. I am sorry.
I love that the voice was what really pushed it over the edge for you, because there were other potential problems brewing for sure.
Oh yeah, and they're in there, baby. Let me tell you.
Let's do a different segment now to close out our show.
Let me just quickly look at the comments, because I would just
know. Let's find out what people thought, other than how hot Ryan is.
Yeah. Let's see if the comments are. Oh God. Comments are not supported on private videos. Oh, so it gets rid of them when you turn it private. That's too bad. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's a things lost to the annals of history. Yeah, that's there's 3 of them, by the way. There's that reality show 2, and that reality show 3. That reality show 1 has 20,000 views. That reality show 2 has 13,000, almost 14,000 views.
Wow. So it's sort of a bit of a franchise.
5,000, yeah.
And how did you get this? Is just random internet viewers discovered it?
Yeah, this was back in the days of YouTube where it was totally Wild West. Very different time.
Probably not going to want to check the view count on this episode, knowing where we came from and where we are now.
Unfortunately, still the most successful piece of content I've ever created was me as Kevin Francis.
Maybe
Connor,
you should start talking a little. Maybe you should start talking a little different on the show.
White people. Oh my God, that was special. Should we spin the wheel and round up with more Seggy? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Here we go. Woo. Wordle. We've done this before. Participants are going to do and discuss the Wordle of the day. I've not done this yet.
Have you episode? I haven't done the Wordle. No, I don't keep up, as they say.
Yeah, I've been doing them mostly, but not today. So
you've
I'm
been
going
out of the
fresh.
country.
I'll share. I'll share my screen. Okay, do you have I've been getting some pretty good. I've definitely got some 2s recently in the past month or so.
Do you have like one word you always start with, or
not really? I often kind of just I'll have an impulse to do something. It just kind of jumps into my head.
I see. Were you inspired at all by?
Well, by your video, really should be.
Connor?
Yeah.
Dickie McDyke perhaps inspired you at all.
Careful with that.
Yeah.
Definitely don't say it now. It's okay that you said it as a child, but to repeat it.
It's his name.
Name. No, I understand that, but still, we're on very thin ice. Let's see here. What were the 3
For someone
types?
who loves pronouns so
much. What were the 3 types? You had the emo guy. What was the first guy?
It was the emo. The gangster is Derek. Derek was the skater punk.
Skater. Oh no, that's 6 letters. Yes, skate. Let's start with skate. Wow, a green.
Okay,
a green S.
Green S right off the rip. So we know she starts with an S.
Yeah,
we know she starts with an S.
You know what just jumped for me was the word shorn. SHORN.
Like a sheep has been shorn?
Yeah, past tense of shear.
I get you. All right, let's try shorn.
Oh, we got another green, baby. No vowels.
S-H. Okay, and no O. We got A-E-I-O. So it's probably like
I'm going to put my money down. We're guessing this in 3. I think we're going to get it the next guess.
How much money? Don't stall now, because you said it was such an
I
emphasis
just
on
spent a lot of money in Europe. It was just a figure of speech.
Okay.
It was just a figure of speech.
Okay.
Last time I
It's
lost
probably-
a bet on the show, it took me 5 months, and I still didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say you haven't followed through yet. Still, actually, as it
I'm
were.
getting to it. My Amazon Music subscription ended after 3 months because it took me so long.
Yeah. Do you think we're gonna end up with a double letter in here? It killed a ton of the
It
alphabet.
is starting to feel that way. Yeah, that's always.
And
tough.
I feel like it's got to be an I, right? There's nothing. I guess it could be like
could be
well,
a
it could
U
be
or an I.
yeah.
Um,
I'm thinking like shill or
Shill is a good guess.
yeah. Shibu Inu, like the puppy Shibu.
Shibu. Oh, that would be a great. If it was Shibu, that would be really clever. Because
I feel like it can't be that, right? It doesn't. Do they do that where it's like almost like?
It depends if it's definitionally an English word. So just if you're following along at home, we have the SH green. No other letters have been yellow or anything.
And we're out of KATEORN.
Yeah.
Those that are out are O, A, and E.
Shill is a pretty good shout. I'm wondering if there's something that doesn't need a double letter.
Yeah.
Like shitty
ship.
Yeah, shiny. No,
shiny could do it. No, we
got
already
an
did
N already used.
Damn, man, this is tough.
I'm gonna try shill. I think shill might be it. Let's see. Nope.
Fuck me, man.
Good thing I didn't make that bet.
Yeah, it's got to be a U, right? It's got to be Sha.
Yeah. This is a weird one.
I'll say
Shump. Shump.
Shump. There it is. Shump.
Stop talking like that character, please.
White people.
Kevin Francis Connor cannot be. Once he has emerged, your shadow self, he cannot be put back in Pandora's box.
That's our guest for this episode, Kevin Francis Connor.
Can you put with featuring Kevin Francis Connor as our guest when you post it?
I will. I will.
Okay. Is there any way there's another letter before the U? Probably not.
I don't think so.
It could be a Y. I mean, that would be weird. I'm assuming it's a U consonant Y kind of word, but I don't know if that makes sense.
Is it a double with what we've got with a U? Like
it could be shush.
Oh,
that would be fun. A double SH, double
I like
SH.
Shush.
Wow.
Hey, there we go.
And,
got it.
And what every audience member was thinking since we started recording the podcast.
And if they didn't think it when the podcast started, there's a few points at which they definitely were thinking
definitely shushing us now. So there you go. The Wordle of the day. We got it in 4. Pretty good for shush.
That's not bad.
A tough
That's
one.
a victory. I'll take that one to the bank. I'm proud of one thing on this episode, and it's that.
Yeah.
And
I'm proud of a different thing, which I can't reveal right now. But it's pretty good.
Okay. Proud of yourself. Proud of me for sort of the things I've done in the past.
Yeah.
Should we round it out? Do you have anything to plug?
Oh yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
This episode's going to come out in a panic. It's going to be unedited.
Yeah, it's going to come out immediately today.
Part of the reason why we definitely couldn't edit, we couldn't watch the rest of that video is that I have no capability.
There's no time to censor it.
Yeah, so had it gotten worse, which it does.
We assure you it does. Well, on Thursdays this month till June 5th, you can see Secret Family at 8 p.m. at the Annoyance. My sketch team, very funny stuff. I'm also going to be potentially in Trigger Happy and Friends this Saturday. That is a TBD, but keep an eye out for that. And I'm joining Camp What's It Name? What?
TBD stands for Thomas's big dick.
Thank you. Fuck, now I completely lost my train of thought.
About what's her name?
Oh yeah, Camp What's Its Name. I think I will be joining that. That's a little musical improv group at the Revival. That's a little TBD, but I'm beginning to rehearse with them soon. And yeah, I'm gonna be in Winnipeg to check out Streetcar, which Kevin's in. He'll tell you about that.
That's right, motherfucker. Streetcar Named Desire is coming to your house.
Yeah.
And it's
just careful though.
It's got stars your boy me in the show. It's gonna be great. June 11th to the 15th. I'll be in it playing Mitch. And there's other amazing actors: Justin Fry, Sophie George, Heather Roberts, Jesse Bergen, Steven Sim, Shida, Rodrigo Cordova. I'm just gonna name everyone in the show. I guess is what we're doing. Tasha Roth. Did I forget anybody? Now it's gonna be real shitty if I forgot somebody. I don't think I did. Anyway, it's a great show. Guests have been on before. It's a lot of fun. Thomas's Faja George is directing it, and we just got our set design given to us, and then we have started working with some in the rehearsal space. We're no longer rehearsing in Thomas's childhood bedroom, which is lovely, and it looks fantastic. I'm so excited. June 11th to the 15th, Gas Station Arts Center. Tickets are moving, so grab them while you can. Check it out at the28thminute.com. Also, make sure you check out our other podcast. It's a Let's Play D&D show that I am massively behind on releasing a new episode of, but I am going to get around to it in the next couple of weeks. It's called What We Do in the Basement. We have 80 plus episodes out in the audio sphere, and you got to check it out. It's very, very funny. I DM it. Thomas played in it for a long time, and it's very good. The last thing we should plug is our Patreon, where you can watch the full episodes of that reality show 1, 2, and 3, and us live reacting to them for the low price of $100 a month. And,
I wonder if anyone would do it.
Yeah, I mean, if they would, we would. So
let us know. Yeah, if you
want to see the rest
your
of it,
price,
you would pay for it. Maybe honestly, let us know.
We'll do almost anything if you pay us.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true, including
saying goodbye.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna say doggy and then do like the.